Hey, I'm going to talk today about how I practice for an upcoming gig. So I've got the Nutcracker coming up, and I wanted to show how I organize and think through my preparation for that. So first of all, I've got my iPad right here with the actual music on it. On my computer, I have the score so that I can play and watch what's going on in the score. And then I've got modacity right here as well. So let's talk through each of those, tools. So with my practice list, I'm starting off with something called integrators. That's how when I finish a practice session, I go into integrators and I make notes. So for example, looks like my last notes were all done. But generally speaking, I'll have some thoughts, and so I'll go in and I'll kind of remember everything that I integrated. I remember last time I was just sort of visualizing and meditating while I did it, so I'm going to go back and do that. And I've got my holistic warm-up, which has, a bunch of different, parts to it, which I can go over in another video, or DM me if you want a copy of what the warm-up is. And I've got these beat Valsalva practices. That's something to gain total control over my articulation. Affirmation and motive is something that I play. It's like a musical affirmation. I go through some embouchure, range of motion, and then I hit the integrators. So I was planning this practice session when I thought maybe I'll share why and how I approach it. And then flow practice for skill is something that basically is like my extended warm-up, really getting in the zone with my playing, enjoying how I play. So I'm gonna do that for like 10 minutes. And then I've got backstage licks, which are things that I know are gonna sound good, but aren't gonna be ridiculous when I'm practicing with a bunch of musicians around. So I'm just gonna give myself like 3 minutes, 33 seconds to play through that. And then the Nutcracker, which is an hour and 30 minutes. So I'm gonna give myself an hour and 48 minutes for that, so that I can have some breaks, do some yoga, go back and rehearse things. So all in all, this is a 134-minute practice session. And when I hit start, it'll just, pop me into the first thing. And then I'm ready to go. So I hope this is useful in thinking through how you can approach preparing for a gig. Generally speaking, playing along with the recording is absolutely invaluable. I record myself, so I'm going to have the recording going. I'm also going to have my microphone recording, so I can listen back and see when was I, nailing it, and when was I out of tune or out of time, missing entrances, for example, just really getting the basics and then feeling really good before I do that. So hope that's helpful, and happy to share more of my warm-up or more of these if you get in touch.